Each year, millions of Americans travel across the country to visit popular vacation spots. Those travelers seek sunshine and relaxation. Not all travelers are those travelers. There is a darker side to tourism. Sometimes these grim destinations are found off the beaten path, and other times they are hidden in plain sight. The holiday underworld of the macabre is a vast country, full of history and mystery and of things seldom seen by the average tourist. Two fine, strange gentlemen have made it their mission to map the macabre and to create a functional roadmap of Eerie America. Occult researcher and author, Eric Ferner, better known by his pen name Corvis Nocturnum, and his colleague, law professor and paranormal researcher Kevin Eads, are on an impassioned journey. This unlikely pairing seeks out and documents the top destinations for tourists who choose dark tourism. They've graciously chosen me, a young, seemingly all-American writer, to accompany them on the spooky adventure of a lifetime. The three of us, strange strangers to most, are taking on Eerie America 1 mile marker and one exit at a time. What path should people take when they go looking for the road less traveled? We start our pilgrimage in Louisiana, where we've stumbled into the locals' favorite bar, Mojo's. The bartender tells us to start our journey through New Orleans at the altar on neutral ground, the locals' magical offering to the city.
Actually, if you go down on Esplanade Avenue, there's a little altar set up down there, and it just kind of popped up out of nowhere. Nobody really asked any questions, and people know better than to mess with it, I should say. So we're just kind of Esplanade Avenue between Decatur and the river, pretty much. So straight that way, about 2 blocks there.
Do you have a pen?
It's very comfortable.
Can you maybe write that down for me?
Yeah,
I'll forget. Okay, that's awesome. Yay.
I see a fleur-de-lis.
I definitely see lip gloss.
Yeah, I see beads, I see candles. I mean,
a pomegranate.
Yeah, I mean, like,
once a pomegranate.
I don't actually know what the correct offering is, but I want to make an offering to the city. But I don't have change. Do you have pennies?
Yeah.
I feel like we should leave Mardi Gras beads, but I don't have them. In my limited expertise, you can leave these things for spirit. So that's what I'm going to do, is leave 3 pennies and then hope that I'm not that wrong. And then just hope that they
I think you're good.
Yeah. I'll just hope that they take like my offering as like, you know, this is my offering to
Peaceful.
the city. That's right. I'm making an offering to New Orleans, and how awesome it is.
It is. It really is.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it here because I don't want to touch anything. Ugh. Thank you, New Orleans. May we have the best time while we are in you. Corvis is our ambassador to a darker underworld because he's lived darkness. Corvis is one of the ringleaders of America's eerie underground. He will lead us through Louisiana, America's epicenter for the strange. Welcome to NOLA, a sometimes supernatural destination with a distinct hierarchy within the voodoo, real vampire, and magical communities. We begin our journey here, where we are among friends, Corvis's friends. Kevin, our intellectual and sometimes goofy counterpart, likes his booze. So naturally, when given the opportunity to drop in on Pirates Alley for some local absinthe, he says, hell yes.
Anyway, as I said, I had to grab a beer because although it's an old absinthe house, I found out I have been doing absinthe wrong all these years. Now, I have a lot of friends that are writers and artists, and we get together around the bonfire in the country. But we would just do shots, and I am told I am doing it completely wrong. What have I done wrong?
Okay, so this is the absinthe.
So I'm going to learn the proper way since I've been doing it wrong all these years.
Okay, so sugar cube, like I was telling you, to take the bitter taste out, and also the absinthe spoon, which was one of the tools that they were using back then. And this is the absinthe.
I'm just mesmerized. I will be staring at it.
Yeah, can you smell it?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
It is a beautiful smell.
Yeah, amazing.
So I take it I should also sip it, correct?
Yes.
Ah, merci, à l'étienne, as they say in français.
Yeah.
That is very nice, very smooth. I like it. There's very much that licorice flavor, you know, which some people don't like black licorice, but I do. So I just had some absinthe, and as James Brown would say, I feel good. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's you know what? It's like candy that makes you feel good.
So, I've got a couple friends I'd like you to meet. This is Adrian, my intern,
Yeah,
and
excuse me.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you. You look delicious tonight.
Thank you.
You probably hear that a lot. Maybe not meant the way I mean it, but you probably hear that a lot.
this is Lord Chaz.
Pleasure.
He'll be our host.
Wow, this dude looks like Rob Zombie if he was a pimp.
Would you, for a moment? Come here. Watch this. Just turn around. Now watch her eyes, and you'll know why I grow my nails.
Okay, yeah, so.
An ugly guy like me can't get this reaction without the nails. I get letters from husbands and boyfriends all the time. You son of a... She's making me grow my nails.
This guy's got away with the ladies.
My impression of the shower scene from Psycho. Oh, wow. A lot of free time on my hands. My friend, I brought you here to the Crescent City Cigar Shop on Orleans. We're barely 100 feet up a Bourbon Street itself. But I brought you here because it's quieter and we can talk a little bit. So tell me, what can we talk about in here tonight?
Why is it most people consider vampires to be, connected to the Catholic Church and the whole Christopher Lee cross and all that sort of thing? Why is that?
Well, I mean, it's mere speculation on my part, but like you, I've done tons and tons and tons of research. And though there's nothing that I can point to and say, there it is, my suspicion is this. Religion has fostered that. Religion wants a boogeyman.
Right.
They want a devil. They want something for humans to be afraid of. Therefore, they seek the protection of the church. And if, for the sake of discussion, vampires do exist, well, naturally, it's the perfect scapegoat because a vampire, by definition, preys on humans.
Right.
Well, so do lions, and so do tigers, and so do bears, and any part of nature that mankind crosses path in the wrong way, that creature feeds or preys or kills the human. But a human-like predator makes the perfect scapegoat, the perfect devil.
He's so handsome. Look at his little card.
It's so cute.
Should I predict death and destruction, or
Please do.
wonderful?
As you may know, I have a sordid past. I may not be proud of things I have done, but I can also say I have no regrets for the rich life I continue to enjoy. The lesson: do not squander away your life and do not regret stepping on a few toes.
I'm mesmerized. Did you see his little face?
Son of a bitch. Take the ages of wisdom I share with you, Carpe Noctem. Now is the time to start that new project you've been contemplating. Your deliberation will pay off in the long run because doubt is the father of invention and the key to knowledge.
In this way, power does not become sheer force. You will be surprised at what you will accomplish. Well, he's a very wise man.
I had my fortune told at Saint Germain's in Boutique du Vampire,
Right.
but I've never had a real tarot reading before.
Well, we've got a reader right here.
Hi, I'm Adrian.
Hi, I'm Jade. It's nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. I've never had a tarot reading done for me before.
Okay. Well, I'd love to do one for you.
Awesome.
Go ahead and run your hand over each set. Let me know which one feels right.
This one.
Anything specific you'd like me to focus on?
Will I find true love soon?
Okay. Okay. So are you romantically involved right now?
No.
And then what I'm getting here has to be from your past.
Okay.
And your past, romantically speaking, has a little bit of regret to it. So you need to figure out what it is exactly that you're regretting before you're ready to move forward.
You're in Bug Appetit, which is the place in Audubon Butterfly Garden and Insectarium, this fine museum, where we serve edible insects. And you've got 7 things to try this morning. These are some dried stuff, which is to say that we have fried and or roasted the waxworms that are on the sides here, flanking your crickets, which are roasted in the middle. We call these roasted crickets crispy Cajun crickets. And we've got this nice little spice blend on there that's not too hot, and these really taste like barbecued sunflower seeds.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, fine. Let's start digging in.
Oh god, I can't watch.
You get to work there, and I'll bring you some more stuff in just a second.
Okay.
Oh god, I can't watch. No.
Okay, I don't know what we do the crackers for, but... Okay, guys. They are a crunchy little treat, just like eating sunflower seeds, as you said.
Oh god.
Tastes like Chex Mix, with a little special surprise. Cinnamon Bug Crunch.
Oh my god,
That is a nice sweet treat.
That's horrible.
That is a treat that's hard to beat, as Sheldon would say.
That's horrible.
I'm a very happy boy right now.
I can tell you were a game player from the start, and then to have you be pleased as a diner, that's always rewarding. People will ask, how do you cook a bug? You can kind of do anything with it. You can bake it, broil it, fry it, grill it, although you might want to skewer it so that it doesn't fall through the slats on the grill.
That's what I was going to... We're in the deep south, so I think it would be deep fried, right? We need to get bigger bugs down here so we can go cover it in whatever batter, dump it in the deep fryer for a while. Oh, we've got snacks for the ages. This is a very happy Kevin.
This isn't really creepy, There are about 2 billion people in the world, roughly a third of the planet's population eats insects at some point, and on purpose and with enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So, we're kind of the odd man out.
We are. Well, people can be creepier than bugs. Come on. I mean, we should just have a museum of people. We can have people walk around, and we could really be creeped out by that, don't you think?
Yeah.
Now, I also hear you are an old school rapper, and you've got some old school rap on bugs online. Is this true?
Yo, check these lyrics, put a smile on your face, gonna tell you all about an insect place. A path to the door, people will beat. It's downtown New Orleans on Canal Street. Now I don't want folks to think bugs are evil, so I might show them a real cool weevil. We got things in here that'll make you dance, like funky fly beetles and pretty velvet ants. The peeps will not believe their eyes when they check out our butterflies, and at Bug Appetit, it'll be so surprising to expand your gastronomic horizons. So many cool exhibits, what can I say? Life underground, the swamp, the cafe. Yeah, we're looking forward to being #1. It's Audubon Insectarium.
You are the man.
6 legs, boy.
I guess we all want different things from our journey. The guys want to document their life's work and to lead others on a similar journey. I think Adrienne, Corvis's intern, is trying to find her place in the world. She's been rejected so many times because of the lifestyle she has chosen. Where exactly does she fit in?
And being the only goth in my high school, and one of the only goths in my high school, was really, really tough.
No, oh god, that's gotta feel really lonely.
It really was. But my best friend and I, we were pretty much all we had, and we were each other's support system along with the goth community online.
Nice. That's something.
In fact, this is how bad my high school was. I was asked to sing the national anthem to open an assembly about bullying.
Oh god.
And I got heckled while I was singing the national anthem.
Wow. Well, it's nice to know they're a very open and accepting anti-bullying school.
I know, right?
Ugh, that's awful.
It is. It really is.
The good news is, not to sound cliche, it gets better.
Yes, it does. It does get better. See, where I'm from, I'm ignored or heckled or harassed. But here, I'm just totally accepted, and it's just so wonderful. How's it been like here for you?
It's a beautiful place. It's magical. It's fun. The vibe here is great. I'll always miss my crew back in New York. They're like the most fun people ever. But finding him here, I found Chaz. He's a walking riot. So
I definitely figured that out from his tour.
He's always like that.
You feel that? You know what that is? Concrete. Freaking tourists.
I will throw my used underwear at him. No, Chaz, no worries.
Always a little quieter sometimes, but he's always like that. But no, it's nice that the one good thing I found about being goth is you can go pretty much anywhere, and you will magnetize people like you to you, even if they don't necessarily look like us, because it takes bravery to dress the way we do.
The honest
difference between hoodoo and voodoo. You hear a lot of people try this crap of one's evil and one's good, and it's not. It is bunk. The honest difference between hoodoo and voodoo is that one is a religion and one is just practice. One is just the practical applications of magic. They call on the same spirits, the Orisha, but they call on the same African spirits, but one's just getting down and dirty into the magic and the other one's using ritual to amp everybody to do the magic.
New Orleans always looks the same. The faces kind of change. The people are like the river, kind of slowly flowing through. So when you come, there'll be always new faces, you know, but it looks the same.
That's one of the things we talked about earlier too when I came back in. You said that everybody's so friendly and laid back because, you know, the flow of all the different colorful people.
People from all over the world here, because you do feel very comfortable in all walks of life. Nobody looks at anyone twice unless you're naked, you know.
Even then.
But yeah, they might look twice, but I call it the people gumbo because that's what makes it work, is all the different flavors, you know. Everybody feels comfortable here, you know, if you're a dancer or a witch or a vampire or
right, other than maybe
a musician or everybody, there's a space for everybody. We should have had the Statue of Liberty here.
All right, Kevin, come on out.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and pretty damn sexy.
Welcome to the Myrtles Plantation.
Thank you for having us.
I'm Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. So glad you have to be here.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So would you say that there's a diverse personality type that comes through here, all walks of life?
I would, especially because we get so many people who come for the architectural significance, the historical significance. I mean, you know, General David Bradford, who you remember in history as Whiskey Dave, fled George Washington's army during the Whiskey Rebellion. Right. He built this.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, it's just history. And of course, 222 years old, that in itself makes it historic in the United States. And then you have the whole other culture that comes just for the ghost.
Right.
So it's like so different. The architectural buffs, the history buffs, the paranormal buffs, it's just, but it's a great marriage. They sometimes on the courtyard, you know, we have 16 accommodations. So sometimes on the courtyard on a Saturday night, you may have people from 3 or 4 countries, from every walk of life you can imagine, and they all sit there and tell stories and converse, and sometimes they come back year after year at the same time to meet again.
Come on in, babies. Now this, of course, this is the parlor for the ladies. Look how pretty. Fireplace, Italian marble. But you know, there's stories behind all of our guest rooms. And upstairs is what we call the Fannie Williams room. A lot of psychics believe this part of the home is the center force of energy and can pull in anything from the outside that it would like. There are dolls in that room, and some of our guests tell us that those dolls change positions. Some went so far to say that they've heard them singing nursery rhymes, or they think it's coming from the dolls. Old nursery rhymes, like a lady going to London. You got a little chill, baby? Don't scare me now.
I'm not into the paranormal myself, but that is certainly an incredible, I can't even call it a coincidence.
But as I was telling you, when I was trying to open the French bedroom, I had no trouble opening it. But a lot of our guests do have trouble opening their doors, and that's a sure sign that they will not rest well. There's a room upstairs that we call the Confederate Soldier's Room. A Confederate soldier was wounded, and the story goes that he passed from that wound to the foot. And a lot of guests that stay in that room, if they sleep with their socks on, they will be removed. They say that a pain hits them in the foot, they can look down, and there's a redness there. Their socks are removed, and someone has a good collection of socks because they do not find them.
Vampires have been a point of fascination for the living for thousands of years. Fangs, ethereal beauty and strength. Danger. What if I told you vampires are real? What if I told you our journey to mapping Eerie America begins with real vampires? For vampire enthusiasts across the country, we are logging the top locales to seek out. and we're talking to living people who call themselves vampires in order to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna take the conversation here. Can we talk vampire?
Sure.
Okay, so what's a real vampire?
That's a very open-ended question.
I know, that's why I asked.
Everybody seems to have their own interpretation. I mean, there's anywhere from role players to lifestylers to fetishists to spiritualists. It really, the definition varies from person to person, from region to region, you know.
What's the appeal? Sorry. The appeal. What is the appeal?
Chicks dig fangs.
That's true.
So I'm sitting here trying to have a conversation with these guys, and the music's so loud I don't know what the hell they're saying.
There are only two remaining romantic stereotypes, and that's cowboys and vampires.
Because we're basically like putting the message out there that it's totally fine to be different. Like it's totally fine to be yourself. Because I think that's something, actually Adrian's a very good person for this. Like it's totally fine to just be who you are.
New Orleans, thank you so much for the wonderful time I've had and the awesome people that I've met. I absolutely love it here. Thank you so much.
Carl Jung believed there would be no light if there was no darkness. The dark and the macabre teach us something about ourselves and about what it means to be human. What paths should people take when they go looking for the road less traveled?